Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my office just outside of Washington, D.C. You know, it seems like it was probably forever ago when we had a Mazda 3 equipped with a turbocharged engine. The last time we had a Mazda 3 like that was back in 2013 when the Mazda Speed 3 was out. It's been nearly 10 years. Can you believe it? 10 years since Mazda had a turbocharged 3 stateside, and it's finally back for 2021. And obviously, because we are not at major auto shows anymore, I am bringing you all the first look coverage on the brand new 2021 Mazda 3 Turbo. So let's take a first look. Now, as most of you guys probably know, the Mazda 3 was last redesigned in 2019. We are now in the fourth generation of this very popular compact car and hatchback here in America. And this vehicle is something that has always had a special place in my heart because I've always loved the Mazda 3. As you guys know, over the years, I've shown you guys multiple videos on this car. And when Mazda killed off the Speed 3 back in 2013, myself and a lot of enthusiasts were pretty sad. So let's take a first look at this 2021 Mazda 3 Turbo and see if this is the return of the Speed 3. Now, unfortunately, if you guys are looking for a manual transmission, that is not available. I'll go ahead and start with that. This car is only going to be equipped with a 6-speed automatic transmission. It's the same one that you find in the regular Mazda 3, the Mazda 6 Signature, the Mazda CX-5 Turbo. It's their corporate Skyactiv 6-speed automatic, but with the new 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, this is now pumping out up to 250 horsepower on premium. If you guys feed it regular, it makes 227 horsepower. And if you guys put premium in it, it'll put out 320 pound-feet of torque. That's right, 320 pound-feet of torque makes this car the torquiest compact hatch or car in this segment. It's got more torque than a Civic Type R. It's got more torque than a Subaru WRX STI. It's got more torque than a Volkswagen Golf R. 320 pound-feet is a big deal, guys. And if you guys know physics, torque is what basically gives you that shove feeling. As soon as you put your foot down, that's what's going to shove you back in the seat. So this car should be pretty damn quick, even though the horsepower numbers are kind of meh. The 2.5-liter engine, their Skyactiv G engine, has direct injection. It has a special exhaust header. So this is an engine that we've tried out before, but I'll be really eager to try it in the smallest and lightest Mazda 3. Now, this is probably the part where I would show you all these wonderful photos and B-roll footage of this vehicle so you can see all the differences that Mazda has thrown in onto this car. Unfortunately, Mazda only showed us 2 photos for the reveal, which is a little annoying. I'll obviously be uploading more photos and doing a full review whenever I get one of these to test, but you should know that it looks practically identical to a regular Mazda 3. The front end is slightly tweaked. You have a black painted grille with some new accents. The front splitter is also black painted. It's got this lower extension in the front splitter. And in the back, there's a new turbo badge, a very subtle turbo badge, and the exhaust tips are slightly larger for the turbo model. You'll also get unique 18-inch wheels, which are black painted on the turbo model to give this thing, again, a little bit more of a hot hatch kind of look. But Mazda is quick to point out that this is not a Mazda Speed 3 because, again, we have no manual transmission. It doesn't have the kind of performance tuning that we want with a 3 because with a Speed 3 because it doesn't still have an independent rear suspension. Remember, this car, this generation, moved to a semi-independent twist beam, which is a little bit frustrating. Now, in terms of the drivetrain, it is matched with all-wheel drive. So unlike the Mazda 6 with the turbocharged engine, it has all-wheel drive, their iActive all-wheel drive system, and it should make this car a hoot to drive. Mazda didn't provide any performance figures for this car, but as long as they can get the 0 to 60 in the under 6-second range, this will be a really cool addition to the Mazda 3 lineup for sure. Now, moving on to the interior practically hasn't changed. I'll be showing you guys some photos of the current generation, of course, the non-turbo. What Mazda did add are some nice upgraded features. So, of course, you're going to get the usual things like their iActive Safety Sense, which will be standard, which includes automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control. You'll have their 8.8-inch color LCD display with Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and it also will have a 4G LTE hotspot, which is also a great addition. The interior itself will have some of the most premium materials that you've seen on any of the compact sedan segment, but Mazda did add 2 features that is definitely going to make a lot of premium shoppers happy. You can now get a heated steering wheel on the Mazda 3 Turbo, and they also added a 360-degree camera system, which you couldn't get on the base or the non-turbo Mazda 3. Sadly, if you're looking for cooled seats or a panoramic sunroof, still not available on the Mazda 3 Turbo, which is a little bit frustrating, but you do get a very nice color heads-up display, which is a real heads-up display. It's not that plexiglass screen that flips up on the previous generation. Mazda introduced that, of course, on the current generation 3. Now, the new Mazda 3 Turbo will be going on sale toward the end of the year, and unfortunately, Mazda doesn't have any pricing yet for this vehicle, but I'm going to estimate if this car is going to compete with things like the Volkswagen GTI, for example, and looking at the base pricing of the current 3, which is around $21,000 for the sedan or $23,500 for the hatch. I'm going to estimate that the Turbo, for its premium price tag or the premium features that it gives you, will probably start under 30 grand. I'm going to say around 28.5 for the base model. You could probably option up this car up with the premium package to be well over $32,000, which obviously is going to make this car expensive, but with 250 pound-feet or horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque, it should make it one of the most fun to drive and quickest compact cars in the segment. We're just not entirely sure if it's going to be the best handling or if it's going to be a worthy replacement for your Mazda Speed 3. So Mazda says that I should be driving this car toward the end of the year, and that's exactly when it goes on sale. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the Mazda 3 Turbo. Well, with all that said, I hope you guys have enjoyed my first look video on the 2021 Mazda 3 with the turbocharged engine. If you're also looking to see the latest cars I'm testing, be sure to follow me on Instagram at redline_reviews, like us on Facebook, and as always guys, please keep subscribing to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.